Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will explain how you can unlock the different secrets from the Scarlet Monastery and how you can get some of the different loots that were removed from the game from the original version of this dungeon. So first, in order to get access to the old dungeon, it's going to be pretty simple. All you want to do is logging on your different characters and you want to do the Headless Horseman fight. So all you have to do is go in the dungeon fighter and here you want to click here. When you're doing it for the first time on each of your characters, each day you will receive a loot-filled pumpkin, and inside this pumpkin you will be able to have a chance at getting the Scarlet Key. The Scarlet Key is a unique green item that you can actually also sell or buy on the auction house. So if you're extremely unlucky, maybe just consider buying it if it's maybe like 1000 gold on the auction house. And also, if you think you're not really going to have any use for it, you can also decide to sell it directly on the auction house. Basically, when you have this key, then what you want to do is come inside the Scarlet Monastery in the Truthful Glades. And when you arrive, you will have this little thing right here that will offer you a quest. So all you have to do is accept the quest, and then you will have to simply finish the quest, and then you will be able to click on this old keyring, and like that you will be able to get the buff, the Scarlet Key, that will allow you to retrace the steps of those who came before. So once this is done, basically you will now have access to all the different parts of the old Scarlet Monastery dungeon. So as you can see, your Cathedral door, you have this other door right here, the Armory door, and this one finally. And so if you want to have a chance at getting all the different loot, you need to really do all the different parts in order to get all these different items. So now what I want to do is show you all the different items that were until now unobtainable and that you can start farming again. So we're going to start with the graveyard, and in order to get in this part of the Scarlet Monastery, you want to enter through this door right here. So as you can see, this one and not this one. So here you will have different bosses and all of them have pretty interesting loots. Let's start with the different rare spawns, and the first one is the Fallen Champion. So here you have two items that are not unique and that you can already get in the game, so nothing very interesting as you can see. And then after that you have one unobtainable item, and this is this sword right here. Not really the best looking sword, but still something that was not available until now. After that you have Azir the Sleepless. So here you have this pants, and this is again something that is easy to get already in the game. And then you have this one right here. So this one is not the unique appearance, but as you can see, the other appearance is something that has also been removed from the game. So it means that this is the only way for you to actually get this appearance right now. And finally, we also have Iron Spine. So with this one, we have this mace right here that is not a unique appearance. And then this chest for plate. So here, let me just remove my tabard so I can show you exactly what it looks like. And as you can see, this is this nice chest plate. So after that, we have the Interrogator Vicious. So here, it will have a fist weapon. Again, not something that is unique and that looks really nice. And also this dagger right here. So here, as you can see, this is something that you can already get in the game, but this is still something that is nice to add to your collection. And finally, in the graveyard part of the Scarlet Monastery dungeon, you will have also the Blood Mage Talnos. So here it will loot the Orb of the Forgotten Seer. Again, something you can already get in the game. And then this Blood Mage Mantle, and this is something that is actually unique. So you cannot have that currently in the game. Now, after that, we have the library. So for the library, you want to go on that entrance on the opposite way. And so here, again, we will have a few bosses. So the first one is the Master Loxy. So here, as you can see, we'll be dropping this weapon right here, but this is something that is not unique and so not really interesting. And then these different gloves for leather. So these are a unique appearance and were unobtainable until now. And I think they actually look extremely, extremely nice. And then there is the Arcanist Doan. So here you will first have this dagger that is a non-obtainable item and a unique appearance, so definitely great to have. Then you have this staff, not something that is unique or difficult to get in the game. Then you have these different mantles, again, something you can already get very easily in the game. And finally, this chest for cloth players. And this is a non-obtainable item and a unique one. So as you can see, definitely something nice to get with your cloth players. Then after that, we will have the armory. So for the armory, you want to go and this is this door right here. So all you have to do is really just open the door and then you will have the portal just behind. So with the armory, this is probably going to be, in my opinion, the most interesting one. First, you have, of course, the Herald. So with Herald, there is nothing too crazy to mention because all the different items that he has are things that you can already get pretty easily in the game. The only thing that I think is really worth mentioning is the Herald shoulder. Basically, right now you can easily get it through the heirloom system, but these are only male items. And this one that dropped from the boss is actually a plate item. So it means that if you're playing on a play character, this is the only way to get this really cool appearance with any of your play characters. And then of course there is also the Scarlet leggings. And next to that, what's even more interesting in my opinion is the loot from the Scarlet trainees. So basically when you kill a rod, as you can see, you will have probably like 20 of these different Scarlet trainees that will spawn. And when you kill them, you will have a small chance at getting the famous tabard of the Scarlet Crusade. So I'm pretty sure that this is definitely going to be one of the items that everyone is going to try to get because this is definitely one of the best. And this is something that can drop for anyone. So again, all you have to do in order to get this one is to go at the end of the dungeon, kill a rod, and then kill all the different Scarlet trainees. And hopefully you will be able to get it at some point. Keep in mind, you can always go outside, reset the dungeon, and do that until you get the tabard. And finally, we will have the Cathedral. So for the Cathedral, it's very similar. You want to come just here, open the door, and then you will have the entrance right here. So here we have a few more bosses. So the first one is the High Inquisitor Fairbanks. So here, as you can see, we'll have these shoulders, but they are not unique. Then you have these different levers, wrists, but not unique as well. And finally, these boots that, again, are not unique. And then after that, you have the Scarlet Commander Mograine. So here you have the Scarlet leggings, of course. You also have the Mograine's Might. Again, this is something that normally you can already get in the game, but it's still a pretty nice mace. And you have these gloves right here for male players. So this one is an unobtainable item that I think looks extremely nice. And finally, you have this shield right here that you can already get in the game through the Bloodforged shield. And finally, you have the High Inquisitor White Mane. So here you will have two loots that are things you can already get in the game. And so I'm not really going to spend too much time on these. So as you can see, you can get a lot of new items when killing all these different bosses in the old version of the Scarlet Monastery. Keep in mind also that of course you can get all the different BoE blue items that can sometimes be sold for a lot of gold, and especially the full Scarlet set for male players. So for instance, while I was running it, I directly got the wrist guards. So these items are interesting. They're definitely not really good, I would say, because they take extremely long to sell. But still, this is something to keep in mind when you're doing these. Just kill all the trash mobs and hopefully you will be able to get one of these really cool appearances as well. Finally, if you want to get rid of the buff, all you have to do is to click on the old king at the entrance again, and like that you will have access to the current version of the dungeon, the one from Mist of Pandaria. And if at some point you leave this area, you will probably lose the buff, so each time make sure to come, activate it again, and like that you will have it. And keep in mind this is something that is account-wide, so once you do it on one character, it's unlocked on all your different characters. You just want to come here and click on the old king in order to get the buff. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you will be able to get all these different appearances. Keep in mind, of course, that the Scarlet Key is something that you won't be able to farm after the end of the Hallow's End event. And so I would definitely recommend you to try to get your hands on a few of them so you can then sell them later on the auction house when the event will be down. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime I wish you all a great Wednesday. Bye!